I'm almost 30-year-old, still single, no friends, no permanent job. I am from India. This is like the top of my iceberg, but what lies beneath is very different story. I have like severe headache. I am not sure I can call it headache anymore. It's more like bump on the top of my head on two sides and one at the back, which makes my head feel really heavy, like I am carrying a stone or something since a long time. I wish I could describe it properly, but it's hard to since no one will probably understand how it feels. There is also in front of the head which feels lighter when I raise my eyebrows, and my face has become like I am carrying some burden since long. I will start from the big break point that lead me to my current situation and will roll back to present. It started back in 2019 when I was doing a job in a software company, and I was there for like 3 months, but it caused me enormous stress since I can't focus properly on work and can't keep up with it. And my symptoms of headache begins to show from there. I had addiction of watching porn. That began to build up till now, which started from my college time. I also got checked up my vision and had CT scan done at that time, but it was normal. But I felt like something was wrong, so it was messing with me a lot. Then one day I tried to run away from everything. It was like escaping into nothingness far, far away. Also, before I went, I had like serious bad negative thoughts arising in my mind at that time, which was also so bad. So I decided to go to some City X, and I kept my cell phone and all stuff to the place where I lived since I don't know what to do. I didn't take my card or anything else, just some cash, and thought I would go far as possible. And I won't come back again, ever. I was there at the bus stand of that City X, which I chose randomly. Then I sat down there what to do next. I wrote little something in my mobile, so if anything happens to me, then someone will know. But I don't know what happened. And next morning, I decided to go back to where I live. That wasn't that first time I had gone like that. I went like this twice before as well. Only when I was working in a City Y before my transfer to City X. It was same was as this one. I reached to another city by leaving my stuff behind. Then I returned back at night the same day. I also walked 20 kilometers at start first. It was like I became comfortable in working City Y and don't want to move to City X. Also, with my addiction or watching the porn making it more like I was losing the purpose of my living. I didn't had headaches back then. Once I also went to some other city from X, but then I stopped and reached home in the midway. That was also weird. My mind was like trying to escape to nothingness. I was like caught up the working cycle, which I didn't even enjoy, and don't know what else to do either. This was back in 2018 when I started the job. And in 2019, after 6 months after I worked at City X, then moved to City Y. So, after that 2019 incident, I came back and had checkups and then took some medicines regarding headache, but it didn't go that well. In 2020, that was the worst time probably for all of us, and especially me without any job. And my addiction then continued. But it became horrible since it was combined with mobile games and watching shows, etc. It became like an ocean of unproductiveness at that time. Fast forward then in 2021, when I told about the lack of focus and mental health issue to my brother. Then I went to check up with neurologist, which said to me I had depression. I was so shocked, thinking about it made me more sad, and they told me to cure it. I need to go there for 6 months and attend sessions, but I didn't go. Was scared since probably of society and what others will think, and what if everyone knows about addiction. India isn't that open-minded country, and there are so many relatives, so it got to me at that time. Now when I think about it, I should have gone there, but my father also said, you don't have nothing. Also, there is an education loan that I need to repay, which gave me immense pressure as well, of constant calls from bank and everything. Sometimes I switched off phones or don't even put SIM to avoid that, and also ignored my friends during that time. That was the worst time ever. That was kind of a sad time. After that, I tried few stuff doing by myself on PC laptop. Some video editing, etc., but nothing of that sort, which lead me to job. But then my addiction continued. And for like 2022, I felt like wasted again. Sitting at home doing unproductive things mostly, and I lost most of my friends in 2021 or something. When I was actually became like unconscious and I stopped contacting anyone then. Then, in 2023, I again contacted about same situation to a mental health doctor from my brother's company. which also told me same thing about depression and all, and I should'll take offline session and see something. At that time in 2023, my head used to feel very heavy, and my eyes were in very bad condition as well. What actually happened, I was becoming hopeless at that point. I was also getting so many negative thoughts and suicidal thoughts at that time. Sometimes I felt I should have chose something else than CS engineering. I was never interested in that. But then my brother his 8-year-old was in CS, so father said to take same. All the things are like that, India. When you are the younger sibling mostly, you will end up doing what he do. And it's same in other places as well. I also learned cricket and Counter-Strike because of him. But later in college, I was never good at studies and just try to pass up the subjects without knowing what I will do in future. So, in 2024, I finally decided to take some counseling from local psychologist, which my sister found about it. But then it was like too late. My mind was already too much wasted at that time. My headache reached sky high and my eyes weren't feeling well either. I attended like 7 sessions in the span of 3-4 months. I was doing well in the first 2 months. It was hell of improvement if you talk about it. Before I was waking up 11-12 daily, then using mobile whole day or laptop to play, then sleeping late at night with my addiction continuing. Also having those negative thoughts midday sometime. I was walking up early, going to stadium learning new courses and started new internship, talking with my college friends. But after 2-3 months, there was disturbance in my routine due to marriages and other things. I was doing internship, but my other game and scroll addiction were started coming back. I had controlled my porn addiction very well at that time, but it began to fall apart later. I did like 2 internship in late 2024 and early 2025. Then I also went to some friends' wedding out of station. But I wasn't still focused, confident, and the purpose of my life was still missing somewhere. I started working from June as well, but I didn't like the remote work setting, and I wasn't able to do full justice to it, and it felt like part-time to me. The work I was doing was another friend, not CS. It was like I have forgotten everything I learned in college due to all the mess I did for 4 or 5 years. So now in September, I got no money, no good job. My memories felt like it's gone. My eyes doesn't feel well. I don't have a routine anymore. No friends to talk to, consistent headaches. It's like soul is completely gone, and I feel like I got lack of energy all the time. Nothing makes me happy anymore. I felt like I have become emotional numb. I don't react properly to any situation. I still got those bad habits attached to me, lie a bug. Can't grow or learn anything, and I feel very bad about this. But the bigger issue is I don't even know how to solve this problem anymore since there are like 100s of them piled up now. My existence feel like of no importance anymore. I wished I died back in 2019 when all of this started all the time. Feel like I am stuck like this for eternity where there is going forward and only going back. I feel very bad and guilty about what I did, and now probably it's too late to rectify it. As well, honestly, I feel like I haven't done anything impactful till now in my life and won't be able to do so as well. Sometimes I feel like I should have lived far away from society, a peaceful life of no stress. But I don't know, it's not possible anymore. And moreover, this headache is killing me each day. As I look more into the screen, it gets worse and worse each time. Sometimes I think alcohol or some other kind of addiction would be better to me. This was worst, and in worst environment. I know what's done is done, but I don't know how to move forward now. It's so difficult. Anything would be helpful at this point. Sharing or any advice, or if someone experienced something similar. I just wanted to get it off my chest since it was there with me for years, and it made me feel so heavy from inside. It makes me feel like worse than a criminal sometimes, and it makes me anxious for this, but I don't know what next steps should I take. In November, I will turn 30, and I don't want to continue like this for sure, but I don't know what to do either. I may have forgotten some things to mention as well since it's long time.